to my channel. Welcome new subscribers. I see I gained a few of you over the last week or so, so welcome to the channel. I'm happy to have you here. I have 3 lovely card stacks here, and I hope you take some time to meditate on them. Pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most. If you feel led to pick more than one, by all means go ahead. If you feel led to watch the video the whole way through, that's okay as well. These are timeless, so they apply really whenever the universe nudges you to watch, and they are general, so I certainly do not expect them to resonate with everybody watching. They most likely won't. Don't make it try to fit either. So if you find some messages that connect, just take that and call it what it is. If the entire thing resonates, that's great too, but don't try to make it fit. If it doesn't work for you, maybe come back and visit me another time and see if I might have reading that would connect better for you then. But there are so many lovely readers on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find the messages that you need somewhere with someone here on this platform. So that being said, I have 3 stacks. I also have Romance Angel cards. I also have a clarifying deck, and I have 2 Oracle cards to pick from. So I'm going to focus on this reading. I'm going to focus on your heart, their heart, okay? What's in their heart for the situation. And I'm going to focus on the mind. So where's their mind right now? Where's their head right now? Now, this could apply for romantic situations, a family member, a friend. It really is touching on the dynamic of what is going on between you and another person or whoever's on your mind right now. Whether you're communicating, not communicating, it doesn't matter. It's really whoever's on your mind, or basically who you want to know about, right? Whether you're talking or not talking. It's kind of like to give you an inside scoop on what the dynamic is between you. So let's just get started. I have your Amethyst, I have your clear quartz, and I have your lovely Labradorite. I'm going to move the clear quartz and the Labradorite out of the way. And I'll get back to those later. All right, we're going to start with you, Amethyst people. What's on your heart right now in this situation with your person? So 1 card for your heart in this situation. All right, the Page of Pentacles. So it could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Let's grab a Romance Angel. Page of Pentacles is about growing and seeing the potential in something or someone, right? So let's grab one more card here. All right. Okay, so Amethyst people, you might either be with somebody new or meeting somebody new. I don't know why I'm feeling new, but maybe because it is a page, right? And pages are new energy in a sense. They are kind of like students of life. They're just trying to learn the ropes. They're just getting to understand the world around them. A lot of times they can speak of, childlike qualities that you might have, that the other person might have. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, again, that could be you, that could be them, somewhere in your chart or their chart. But you might have this person, in your heart, or something new is blossoming in the heart space for this person, okay? Whether you know them, or you've been know them, or there's somebody new that you've just met, you see the potential, because Page of Pentacles is about the potential to grow something, the potential to nurture a possibility, right? So I'm seeing that as you looking at them and seeing the possibility there. So it's like when you're flirting with somebody, it says extend your lighthearted energy to others. It's like when you're flirting with somebody, right? There's this this beginning stage, right, where you're trying to see where this could go. It's like testing your boundaries with flirtation, right? So you could be doing that, they could be doing that with you, but it's like you're testing your boundaries a little bit. You're flirting, you're putting yourself out there, you're seeing how far you can throw something, and whether they're willing to meet you halfway to catch it, like that kind of thing. It's like I'm going to dangle the carrot a little bit and see if somebody will take the bait, I guess. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. So you could be flirting. You could just be getting to know people right now. But I honestly feel like this is someone you're flirting with. And it's basically because of the imagery here in the card. So I'm going to grab a card for the other person, okay? So this could be a new romantic situation. Or somebody you have your eye on, and maybe, like I said, you're testing your boundaries, I guess. And children do that, okay? So maybe that's why I'm picking that up. You're testing the waters here to see where this could go. So let's see what's on your person's heart. All right, the Eight of Wands. So lots of communication here, probably back and forth. Cupid arrows, being struck by Cupid arrows. A lot of times the Eight of Wands will come in to say that something is fast moving. There's a lot of, and you know, wands are passionate energy, you know, so right away I'm thinking something might be hot and heavy. And if there's flirting here with the other person, I could easily see how there's a lot of that back and forth, a lot of banter, I could say, with the flirt energy and the Eight of Wands between you. So let's get a romance angel for their heart. What's on their heart for you? Ah, soulmate. Wow. Okay. So this is soulmate energy, or at least they feel like it is, right? So I could see you and this person back and forth flirting with each other. The Eight of Wands is that communication. So social media, texting, phone calls, emails, any opportunity that you have to talk. I could see that this is taking off somewhere. And in your heart space, you're seeing the potential for this to, I guess, develop into something more substantial. You know, pages are trying to grow. They're in the beginning stages. They're learning the ropes. They're learning the world around them. They're trying to grow. They're trying to mature. So that's why I keep feeling like this might be somebody new or something new that's just blossoming in your heart space for this person. Right now, you're just flirting. You're having a good time. And the communication and the passion is there, because we see two people in this card, two people in the soulmate card as well. So I'm looking at the heart space of this person and I'm like, yeah, this person's interested. They see the potential here. They see the connection, probably the spiritual connection. And if they've had questions, you know, as far as whether you were a soulmate, they believe it. Okay, so they're seeing you as a potential soulmate. You might also see them as a potential soulmate. But there's definitely potential and room to grow here with the Page of Pentacles. And as long as you keep the momentum, right, it definitely has the ability to go places. So the Eight of Wands can sometimes speak of travel. So some of you could be traveling to see this other person if you've met online. So that's a possibility as well. So let me get the mind. What's on your mind? You know, sometimes the heart might say something and the mind might want something completely different. Okay, so logic versus the heart a lot of times. So what's on your mind? What are you thinking? All right, the Eight of Pentacles. That's lovely. That's about you putting energy and effort into this situation. It's like you want to see where this, again, with the Page of Pentacles, wanting to see where it goes, right? This could also be work related. I don't know why I'm getting that. I guess from all the pentacles here. I don't know if you're having a work flirtation. That very well may be it. Could be in the workplace with the Eight of Pentacles. But the Eight of Pentacles is about putting time, energy, effort into something because you want to make something of it. All right. So there's an investment there. Okay. An investment of, if it's a workplace situation, obviously physical labor could be. But it's more or less like, I know I have something to offer. So I'm going to give it all I got. Okay, that's the energy I'm feeling from the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, yeah, I'm looking at this like you could be learning about them, okay, because he has his head in a book, right? You could be learning more about them, excited to learn more about them. You want to dive in deep. You want to know all about them. And that takes investment of time and energy, right? Spent with them. Whether that be talking, whether that be meeting each other, that kind of thing. Again, you see the potential here because the 8 wants to progress to the 9 to the 10, right? So you see that there's a potential to progress here with them as long as you get to know each other. It's like you're learning about them through the flirting. That's what I'm getting from that. Okay? Okay, let your friends help you. So ask for and accept support from others. So I'm wondering if you might have met somebody through mutual friends. Again, workplace situation. Okay, workplace situation. Maybe friends introduced you. Maybe you're asking questions of your friends about this person. Okay, maybe your friends know more about this person than you do right now because it's kind of new. All right, so let's see where their mind is. I feel like you want to learn more about them and you're asking others about this person. You want the scoop, okay? Like you're trying to read a book. You're trying to gather information and research about this person. So you might be asking others about this person. You might be inquiring, right? You might be inquiring about them. That's where your mind is. I want to say like investigating. So I don't know why I'm hearing like snooping. You could be snooping around social media or spying. I know that's not like a Page of Swords energy, but I could easily see this with, having your nose in a book. You could easily be doing some research on them, investigating them, finding out any way you can through the grapevine, through any source that you have, whether that be friends, family, or whomever. Okay, so what's on their mind? Temperance. Okay. I like that card. All right, so I look at the Temperance, like the Temperance is all about balance and healing and finding a happy equilibrium, right? So their mind is to me trying to find a balance in the dynamic. I don't know if they're trying to balance a busy life, because with the 8 of Wands, they might have a lot going on. They might be really busy, like speed, fast moving energy, right? So let's see what else is on their mind. What's on their mind? It doesn't seem to be any conflict here. It's more like you guys are on the same page, just trying to get to know each other. So the person you're considering or you're interested in, I think, is mutually invested. Whoa, okay. Wedding. All right, so they have commitment on the mind. So I feel like the heart and the mind is in unison right now with you and this other person. I feel like you're investing in this person. They're investing in you. It's mutual. There's a lot of communication back and forth. It might be hot and heavy with the 8 of Wands and moving really fast, especially if this is literal with this wedding card, okay? Temperance is Sagittarius. I just got to throw that out there in case there is a Sagittarius you're dealing with. That could be you. That could be the other person. It says this situation involves marriage. So I feel like on their mind, they're trying to balance. I feel like they're trying to balance the dynamic, okay? They're trying to balance the dynamic of the situation because they probably can see themselves marrying you or your marriage potential, okay? With these 2 cards. Because whenever I see the Temperance, I do think of alchemy. I do think of healing. I do think of a perfect blend of 2 opposing or complementing energies, right? You have the 2 of Cups is kind of like hidden in this card, and then you have this couple here. So I feel like you complement each other. And because the dynamic is so complementary, this person can easily see themselves with you for the long term. So not only is it, I think, like a heart situation, right? Where they feel this in the heart space. but they can see it in the physical as well. Like, not only is it a spiritual kind of connection, but they can see themselves expressing that spiritual connection on the inside, expressing that outward, maybe furthering the commitment, whether that be now or later down the road. Yeah, I'm looking at this like you guys just complement each other. And there's this lovely back and forth or banter dynamic that you have that is just so harmonious, okay, with that temperance energy. And they're thinking that you guys just blend, okay? You guys just mesh together. There's passion here in the heart. That's how, as far as their heart feels this passion, this spiritual connection here. Their mind is looking at it like there's this blend. You guys just blend together, go together. And they could see the dynamic going not only from, you know, this flirtatious energy perhaps, but they can see themselves in the long term with you, or forming a partnership with you. Maybe they're thinking they want a commitment because of how well you guys get along. I feel like in the mind space, you want to learn more about them. You want to learn more about them. You're trying to gather information. I feel like for whatever reason, I feel like this side, okay, this person, your person, I think they're getting ahead of themselves because of this Eight of Wands, because that just, you know, lets Cupid shoot arrows, you know, at them, and they're like all for it, okay? So I feel like Cupid shot them, and they're already ahead of themselves. They're already thinking for the long term, while you're still just enjoying the flirtation and seeing where this could go and learning more about them. Their head is somewhere else, okay? Their head is, and their heart is kind of like in the future, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. All right, so I'm going to take this clarifier on your heart. Ooh, what was that? Okay, there's two of them here. Or no, just one. Hand of Cards. Look at that. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, kind of poker face, gambling. Yeah, I feel like you're looking to take a chance. You're flirting. You're seeing where this could go. Absolutely. Let's grab one for their heart. It's almost like, yeah, what the heck? Why not? I'm going to put, like I said, testing your boundaries, right? Testing your boundaries and taking a risk. Being strategic. I could also see that with this, with the Eight of Pentacles. You know? All right, so what does that say? Girl talk. Time with friends. Moving on. Happily single. Living in the moment. Having fun. Well, you have the Eight of Wands, which is about a lot of talking, a lot of communication. This other person might be single right now. They're living in the moment for sure. And they're doing a lot of talking with you with this Eight of Wands. Happily single, perhaps. That's why the flirting card is here. I feel like they're expanding their horizons a bit. So if this is saying moving on, I'm wondering if your person has recently moved on or has found themselves single but happily single, or they've been single for a while and now they're exploring, and through that exploration of communication, social media, whatever the heck, they finally came across a more in-depth connection here. Okay, so let's see. Well, I was about to pick what was on the mind for you. Okay, and you know what? This is kind of confirming this heart space here, because not showing your hand, poker face, not showing true feelings, it says with the mask on the mind. Hiding the person. Wait, it says hide. Not showing true feelings, to hide. personify, pretend, delude, gaslight. I'm almost looking this more like, okay, I think I know what this is saying now. It's almost like you don't want to show them how interested you really are. Like you're on the low trying to get to know them, but you don't really want to show them how you feel quite yet. Maybe because it is new. You're looking to take a chance. You're looking to explore and learn about them and flirt with them. But you don't want to show them how interested you really are. Not quite yet. I mean, look at his nose in this book. He's definitely interested in what he's reading. So I could see it as you're not ready to show them your hand, okay? Your hand of cards. I don't think it's delusion or gaslighting or anything like that. I just feel like you're not quite ready to show them how interested in them you are. I feel like they're super interested. They're having fun. They're flirting as well. They're living in the moment. But they do feel something a little bit more deeper. Whether they're showing it or not, I can't tell. But it's in the heart space here. They have the passion and they feel the connection. They see how you guys blend with each other. And they could really look at it like long term with that wedding. All right, so let's see. Let's get one card for the mind, for their mind. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Self-love, self-care, being happy. Yeah, I mean, look at they have really good cards on their side. It's almost like with, this girl talk card, they're basically, living in the moment, having fun. And then this talks about self-love, self-care, just being happy. So I feel like this person is just really happy, just living in the moment. Making healthy choices. Yeah, the temperance would. Okay, the temperance certainly would. Because it's a card of healing. I feel like they know how to make good choices when it comes to relationships because they love themselves. So I feel like they know what they want. I feel like they know what they want. And because they know what they want, maybe they can see the qualities in you. Maybe they see you as a hard worker. With that Eight of Pentacles, they see the qualities in you. I feel like you're a little guarded. You don't want to really show them your hand. You don't really want to drop the mask completely. You don't want to show them how into them you really are. That's the logic, all right? But your heart really does see the potential there. And you want to kind of take a risk. There's something about you that's guarded. And there's almost a vibe here that says they want you to kind of trust them, to open up, to feel comfortable with them. They might bring this this healing quality to the situation. And what I mean by that, it's like a comfort level, right? They might make you feel really comfortable about them. And maybe it is because they're in such a good place. All right, they just have this vibe around them. And you naturally feel comfortable. You naturally get along with them. You naturally compliment them. And them you. You compliment each other. Maybe you're happy to be around them. And part of that is just because I feel like with this card, they've done some work on themselves as well as the temperance. And you're just picking that up. You sense it. So overall, really good energy between you and this person. It's like, I feel like the only issue is maybe you're still a little guarded. Maybe you're still a little guarded while they're trying to give you a feeling of, hey, you can just relax with me. Okay? Because there is a little bit of relaxed energy here with the temperance. Hey, just relax with me. That's what I'm hearing from this. Let's have fun. Let's have a good time. Let's, let's just enjoy each other, I guess. It's almost like I feel like the temperance wants to say to you, another thing, this is in the mind space, right? So their mind is really balanced. Their heart and their head is balanced. as a person. And that's why I'm getting the vibe where they're so chill, they're so relaxed, they want you to feel relaxed around them as well. I almost want to say like loosen up, right? They want you to loosen up a little bit with them and just be at ease. Okay. What does it say? Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So yeah, like I said, if you had your guard up in some way, I feel like that's showing on your side between your heart and your mind. And this person is so chill and so relaxed, and they see the potential. They know, they feel the spiritual connection. Maybe that's why they're so much at ease. They want you to be as much as at ease as they are with you. They want you to be that way with them. It feels like you have your guard up a little bit here because of these two cards. Like you're not ready to show them your hand of cards or your deck of cards. In other words, you have your mask on and you don't want to truly reveal how you feel. You want to like really figure them out first. Like part of me is hearing you wonder if they have an agenda. Okay, when all they're trying to do is be themselves with you. Right? And they want you to do the same with them. It says, surrender. At times you must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So I feel like this is telling you to surrender, for you to take a chance, not to question it so much. In other words, live in the moment, talk to each other, just get to know each other, spend time with one another, have fun, right? Because they're trying to be happy and have fun with you. But at the same time, they're keeping it lighthearted. I feel like they really do see a future potential here. Their mind and their heart is balanced and in the right place, I feel like this is saying, okay, because of these two cards. But they definitely see the potential long term. So keep talking, keep enjoying each other's company, and see where it goes. Okay, I'm going to grab one more card. Just because I know these cards are weird. I'm going to pull, like probably pull from the middle because they have stuff on the front and the back. So I kind of want one more card. Okay. Kind of don't even want to look at them. Love doesn't have to mean near. Huh. I wonder what that kind of means. See, the Eight of Wands can sometimes speak of distance, right? So somebody who's away from you, somebody who's not close to you, somebody at a distance, somebody who, you know, like I said, you might have to travel. Or if they're on social media, okay, you can meet somebody from way across the world. So maybe that's what this is about. Some are better loved at a distance for a while anyway, and that's okay. Besides, love doesn't really know the difference. So maybe they're far away from you, and that's why you guys are doing all this talking, okay, with these two cards. So yeah, I like this, especially if there's a distance thing, or let's say you don't have a lot of time for each other physically. Like let's say you're busy working, they're busy doing other things too. You don't have all the time in the world to see each other or actually go on dates and things like that. Maybe all you do have time for is communication, okay, on the phone, texting, apps, whatever it is that you're doing. But the love, I feel like even at a distance that way, it still has the potential to go somewhere. Okay, so Amethyst people, I hope this connected for you. I know this is a little different where I'm pulling the cards this way instead of, I guess, shuffling ahead of time. Yeah, the shuffling ahead of time definitely does save time. But either way, I hope this resonated for you. Let me know if it did, okay? Thank you so much for connecting as well. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to, actually, let me not put them together. I'm going to clean this up and get to stack number 2. All right, so let's get to stack number 2, your clear quartz. I know I made a mess of this table already. All right, so stack number 2. One card for your heart in regards to the person you're thinking about. And I have the entire deck upside down, so I don't read reverse. All right, so you have the 4 of Swords. You have the 4 of Swords. So I'm wondering if some of you are kind of removing yourself from someone, okay? Could be romantic, could be family, could be friend. But I feel like you're removing yourself from somebody. You're keeping quiet, you're keeping low, you don't want to talk. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. All right, let's get one card. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So, I don't know why I'm hearing this. Maybe some of you don't know how to recapture that. All right? I don't know why I'm hearing this, but maybe something was lost. Something was lost. The playfulness or the fun has been lost in a situation between you and someone else. It's almost like it's just not fun anymore. That's what I'm hearing from this. Because the 4 of Swords is a card of non-action, all right? It does not take action. It does not put itself out there. It technically just chills out, lays low, separates himself, and most of the time it's for healing, right? So I gotta remove myself from the drama. I have to get out of the situation so I can take a moment to think, take a moment to breathe. I can't function if I'm in the thick of it, right? Like that's the vibe I'm getting from this. And I feel like some kind of playfulness, okay, I'm hearing shit just got real, okay, between you and this other person. And there's something about the dynamic has changed. It's not fun anymore. I feel like it's lost its playfulness. Because these two are opposing cards, right? This card isn't looking to play around. It's a complete opposite. So they are contradicting each other there. And that's why I'm getting the vibe of your heart right now is not looking to play around. You're trying to lay low. You're trying to remove yourself. You're trying to heal from the situation. You don't have time to play games. Okay, that's what I'm hearing from that. Okay, so let's see what's on their heart. Your mind needs a break. That's what I'm seeing too. So what's on their heart? All right, the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like they're looking for an opportunity. Okay, they're looking for a blessing to come in. As far as the way that they're feeling, it's almost like they want a new beginning with you. They want a new opportunity. They want the potential and the possibility with you again in some way. All right, let's see what's on the heart for them. Honeymoon. Oh, okay. I feel like they want to start over with you. I feel like you removed yourself because it just wasn't fun anymore. It was too much, like too much drama. But I feel like this person wants to recapture that. Because this is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I feel like they want to recapture that. Okay, that's why the Ace of Pentacles is here. They want to recapture the good times with you. And I'm feeling that from this playfulness energy. Okay, they want to recapture the good times. They want that honeymoon phase back with you again. They might try to come in and offer this to you, but part of me feels like you're not having it, or you're not interested in what they have to offer or what they want to present to you. Okay, let me get a card for the mind. What's on your mind? Like where your logic is, okay? Because sometimes the logic the heart and the mind can conflict, right? So your heart might be saying one thing, your mind might be saying another. So let's see what's on your mind in regards to the situation with them. All right, so King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So more swords. All right, so your mind, I feel like I'm hearing guard is up, okay? Guard is up. You're not allowing the emotion to affect you. You're not allowing the heart to affect you. This is more like, I have to use my head, not my heart. That's what I'm hearing. And when the Four of Swords is here in the heart space, it's almost like you're right. You're giving the heart a break. You're giving the emotions a break. Like you don't have time to focus on the emotion with this in regards to them. I feel like you're trying to stay completely logical and rational in regards to your dealings with this person. And I know it's not the Queen of Swords, but I am getting an icy vibe, okay? The King of Swords could be you, could be them as far as Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy somewhere in your chart or their chart, but there's like an icy vibe going on here, stone cold, okay? First of all, this Four of Swords is laying on a slab of stone, and his throne is perched on a slab of stone, okay? So I feel like there's part of you that's really hardened your heart, and your mind is so logical and rational in regards to your dealings with them that they want to kind of recapture this in the heart space with you. They want to start over with you, I feel like. They want to offer you this pentacle and show you, hey, we can have a new beginning. We can create something again with each other. But it's almost like you're not having it. Okay, so let me grab one card for the mind. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. See, that's what I was picking up from that honeymoon card. Like they want to offer you. I could easily see this as a ring. Like they want to offer you this ring, right? They want to have this engagement with you. Right? They've offered you this engagement, and here you are thinking about it like, ugh, I don't know if I want this. I don't know if I want this. That's what I'm hearing in the mind. Like your mind is conflicting with the heart. Like, I'll go back to the Four of Swords. It's like this person wants to offer you this. You, on the other hand, say, time out with the Four of Swords. Time out. I need to think about this. This shit just got real, okay? That's what I heard from these two cards. Shit just got real. I need a time out to think about this, all right? And it could be that they offered you this. All right, they offered you, whether it be a literal engagement or just figurative, wanting to take the relationship to the next level. And here you are, like, all in your head about it. Your deer in headlights. Look at his eyes, how wide they're open. It's like deer in headlights. I don't know if I want this. Right? It's like they want to take it. They offered you this ring. They want this new fresh start with you. They want this beginning with you. And your mind is like, in shock. Okay? You're not sure if you want to take it there. You I don't know, there's something here with this energy with the Four of Swords that's saying like, I need a moment to think about this, or I need a break. You know, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but part of me wonders if there was a rift between you and this other person. And there was a rift between you and this other person. Like I said, it just stopped being fun. And I don't know, I heard separation earlier, so I'm wondering if they're trying to recapture the love, like I said. And when they came back to recapture the love, they were trying to be more devoted and more serious towards you. And here you are with the King of Swords in that King of Swords mode, and you're not having it. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling like part of you is not that sword of truth he holds. Okay, the sword of truth that he holds, it's like, I will figure you out, buddy. Like, that's what I'm hearing from him. His sword is like right in front of him, and he's not taking any crap, okay? So it's almost like, here this person is offering you this, but you have your sword up, ready to find out what's really going on. Like, what are their motives? I'm also hearing, oh, now that now you want to take it seriously after all this. Now is when you want to take things seriously. That's what I'm hearing from the King of Swords, whatever that may be, okay? Whatever that may be. I don't know what went down and what caused this Four of Swords energy, or for you to retreat and remove yourself. I don't know what caused that. But maybe they're finally starting to take it seriously, and now they're coming back at with you, trying to recapture the flame of the relationship, or win you over again, and you're in the King of Swords mode where you're just really not having it. So let's see what's on their mind. Six. The Six of Cups. Like I said, I felt like they were trying to recapture the love here, and here we do. Like I said, there was a separation. I don't know why I was feeling that. I was feeling that from the Four of Swords. So there was some kind of separation, and here this person is trying to come back into your life. Now keep in mind, the roles could be reversed, okay? So this could technically be vice versa as well, but I felt like this person, you separated yourself, you removed yourself from the situation. They're trying to recapture what was lost, trying to recommit to you in some way, or trying to offer you that love again in some way. Your guard is up. You're not having it. And here, the Six of Cups just confirms that this is somebody trying to come back into your life. Okay, Six of Cups usually is a soulmate connection, a kindred spirit, somebody that you have an affinity for. And these kind of Six of Cups energies sometimes can be really hard to disentangle yourself from, right? So this the Six of Cups could easily be an ex who's found their way back, okay, to you in some way, or who has returned in some way. And you're, like I said, you're giving them the side eye with this King of Swords energy. You're not really sure where they're going with this, or why they're trying to offer you this ring or this pentacle, why they're trying to rekindle this all over again. Because part of me feels like you've healed with that Four of Swords. Okay, you've healed from it. You're tougher, but you've healed from it. And now you're trying to figure out why they've come back. Like, here he is trying to offer this cup, right? He's trying to offer and give this cup. Again, we have the hand holding out a gift. We have this bunny holding out the cup to the other bunny. So something's definitely being offered here, and you're not 100% with it. Okay, so let's see what's on their mind. What's on their mind? Attraction, yeah. They're definitely attracted to you. They definitely see the connection here, okay? Like I said, the Six of Cups is that kindred spirit connection. It is really, it's pretty much a soulmate energy where you feel this affinity towards somebody else. There is this attraction, okay? They want to recapture that chemistry, I feel. Okay, the good old days, the good times you had. They're trying to recapture that. They're trying to rekindle it. And this is, I don't think this is somebody new. I think this is somebody you already know, somebody from the past, somebody who's resurfaced again. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. Okay, but they definitely want to offer something to you. They want to rekindle what was lost. They are attracted to you. Their mind, in their mind, they see you as a soulmate, okay, in their mind. And their heart wants a fresh start with you. I feel like your heart is done. I feel like your heart is done with the games. Like, I feel like your heart is done with the games. You don't want to go through this anymore. You've done your work healing, right? You've done your work healing, and you retreated. You found, time to focus on you with that Four of Swords and get back to your own wellness, right? And your mind is putting up a blockade, I feel, with this King of Swords energy. Your mind is solely focused on what makes sense. You're leaving the heart out of it. All logic, okay, here in your mind. You're leaving the emotions out of it. Maybe because of what you have been recovering from, or what it took you to recover from the relationship, right? To begin with. So here they are trying to offer you this commitment again, or this resurgence or rekindling of the affection. Maybe they're trying to prove to you that they're serious this time, and here you are like, I'm not interested. But they definitely see you as soulmate material, and they're attracted to you. But at the same time, I feel like it took you so long to recover from the situation that you're not trying to go there again. All right, so let's get a card to clarify your heart. Okay. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. That kind of applies with the Six of Cups, right? Because the Six of Cups is that. The Six of Cups is that. It is nostalgia. It is things from the past. I could also look at this and be like, maybe you do miss them, okay? Maybe you do feel nostalgia that they've returned. Like, maybe you feel vindicated that they returned, right? Maybe you do miss them. Maybe you do feel nostalgia. Like I said, they're coming back and trying to offer you this. You have to take a time out to think about it, because maybe part of you does miss them. Okay? Maybe part of you is considering it. All right, let's get one for their heart. It's just that King of Swords is so stern, The Chaser. He's chasing you, or she's chasing you. Whoever the person is. Okay, Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. I think they're the one chasing you, and they have a fear of losing you. That's why they're back trying to offer this. Maybe they came to their senses and they're trying to offer this. I feel like there is some part of you that feels the nostalgia, maybe because you recognize this as a kindred spirit. But at the same time, they're trying to offer you this, but I think you still have your guard up, despite the fact that you do miss them, despite the fact that they make you feel nostalgic when you're around them. Maybe you have thought about, the past and the good times you had and all that stuff, but they're definitely chasing you. They're chasing you down. They want that back. They are the chaser. I feel like you separated yourself to heal and recover from the relationship. just be careful it's not a codependent type situation. But I feel like they're afraid you will abandon them. Okay, so let's get one card for your mind to clarify the King of Swords and the engagement. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. So, yeah, obviously, whoever this is, I feel like this King of Swords is the one who's coming for you. But at the same time, you also have this sword kind of like questioning them. I don't know. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. And they want to date. So, yeah, I mean, this person is offering this because they have this attraction to you. But I also feel like you're not letting the heart really make the decision here. It's like you realize that they like you, that you know there's this romance here. Maybe you, like I said, you do miss them. Maybe you have missed them. Maybe the feelings never really went away. But I feel like part of you is guarded and really not. Like I said, I felt the iciness. I felt the stone cold. Okay, like this little cat is laying on a slab, a stone slab. This king is sitting on a rock, okay, a mountain. So I feel like it's almost like if you like me, I'm gonna make you climb a mountain for it. You know, I'm gonna make you. That's what I feel like I'm hearing from the King of Swords. Like you're saying in your mind, you're gonna have to climb a mountain if you want this. I'm not gonna make it easy for you. In other words, I don't care how much you like me or how much you love me. I'm not gonna make it easy for you to get back into my good graces. Okay, that's what I'm hearing from the King of Swords. All right, so let's get one card for their mind to clarify the attraction and the Six of Cups. Love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love. They're thinking of you and letting you know. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, he's offering this cup and this new possibility with you. He's chasing you down. I keep saying he, but it could be a she. No genders really. This person is chasing you down. They're reaching out. They're expressing love. They're trying to offer you this cup. They're coming back from the past to tell you how much they care. And to offer you the possibility of something new again. To rekindle that and recapture it, right? But I feel like there's a disparity here because it's like part of you misses them. Part of you still has feelings for them. But at the end of the day, I feel like you were hurt. There were too many games played in the past. Okay, and you recovered with that Four of Swords. And your guard is up. But they're they're laying it all out on the table for you. They're chasing you down because they realize what this is. Maybe they didn't realize what the relationship was before. And now they've come to their senses. And now they want to rekindle that and offer that for you or to you where they didn't before. Like too many games were played before and you had to kind of just walk away or remove yourself from it because it was too painful. And now time has gone by and this person is trying to get back into your good graces. Whoa. Okay. So I'm going to take that one. Okay. Because that's the one that flipped over. There's two of them actually. Okay. Let's see what it says. Let me get these out the way. All right. It says, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed. So there's something that needs to be healed with this past relationship. Okay. Maybe there was, I feel like you did your healing with this Four of Swords. But maybe you guys need to come together and heal. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Yeah, something was lost here between you, but I feel like this is the person realizing that they need to try to get that back. Somebody's going to call you. Somebody's going to reach out to you. Ask. I feel like forgiveness. There needs to be a mutual healing of the situation. If there was a separation with that Four of Swords, something needs to be healed and cleared between you. And maybe this person coming back is going to give you that closure once and for all. So good indication that they might reach out. Like in their mind, they want to reach out to you. In their mind, they want to talk about it. In their mind, right over here, they want to express how they feel. Their heart wants to run to you. That's what I'm seeing. Their heart wants to run to you and rekindle this. But there you go. But you have to be true to yourself. All right. They're coming back and you're like, I don't know if I mean, despite the fact that I miss you, that I still have feelings for you. We had good times, perhaps. You need to be true to how you feel. You need to honor your feelings. It says, be true to yourself. The King of Swords would. I believe so. He's going to do what he knows is right for him. And I think this card is saying that as well. Fine, heal the relationship. If this person comes back, forgive each other. Let bygones be bygones. But be true to yourself in the process. Just because they're offering this love doesn't mean you have to accept it. It could be one of those things where you heal, you forgive each other, and then you move on, and that's it. Or maybe they offer this to you and you feel that it could become something and decide to take it to the next level as they're trying to offer. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're honoring the way that you feel. Always listen to the way that you feel, despite what they might be saying. Okay? So it says, you may not ever understand what's going on in their life, but you can always figure out what's going on in yours. Absolutely. Like you might be wondering, why is this person coming back? I've done my healing. I've done my work. Why is this person trying to come back? Like I said, it got you in a deer in headlights. Why is this person trying to come back? Why are they calling me now? Why are they asking to rekindle this or asking to for forgiveness now after all this time? Okay, maybe the other person sees you as their missing piece. Okay, because it does say embrace through each other you find the missing pieces. Okay. Maybe they realize you're important to them, or there's this important connection here. A little late, but maybe they understand it. Finally. Maybe you don't understand why they're coming back, but no matter what, it doesn't matter. It's more like you know what you need to do, so always be true to that. Okay, so stack number 2, this is your reading. I hope it connected for you. Pretty long one. But I'm going to leave you here. If you feel it connects for you, let me know. Shoot me a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear how this connects for you. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to get to stack number 3. Okay, stack number 3, people. I have your lovely Labradorite here. Isn't that a pretty one? Okay, I have your cards, your tarot cards, and I have your romance angels, your clarifiers, and your oracles. So I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to start with your heart. Let me make sure I don't have the whole stack upside down. So we want one card for your heart. What's going on in your heart about this person? About your person. Whoa. You have a lot of cards here. These 2 flipped out, or actually 3. So I'm going to shuffle these back in because I really just need one, okay? Otherwise, this will be like a 3-hour video. So I just want one card. But you did have the Ace of Pentacles flip up on top. So One card for your heart. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, some kind of change or transition. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, when we get that card, it does sometimes indicate that old things must fall away in order to make room for new. In addition to that, it will speak sometimes of unexpected circumstances, all right, that, we kind of got to just go with the flow of these things that are happening in our everyday world and trust that we're going to be led in the right direction, right? So some kind of shift in the heart space in regards to your person. Something's changed. So one card for the heart. Worth waiting for. Divine timing. Yes, the Wheel of Fortune is a card of trust, surrender, and divine timing. Because, like I said, we have to go with the flow. We have to trust that things are leading us in the right direction. So I feel like you could be waiting for somebody or hoping somebody would come back around with the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, people from the past can find their way back around. Okay, what goes around comes back around sometimes with this card. And you're waiting for them maybe to make their way back to you. Or make their way to you. Or maybe you're waiting for the universe to bring someone into your life. Okay, maybe it's somebody you've never met even. That's a possibility. But something about you waiting patiently, I feel like, or expecting that the universe brings someone to you. Whether that be existing person or a new person, I don't know. But let's see what's on your mind. Or you know what? I'm sorry. Let's see what's on this other person's heart. I'm going in the wrong direction here. Let's see what's on their heart. Your person. For you and the situation or the relationship. The Tower. Whoa. Okay. The Tower. That's usually something that occurs unexpectedly as well. Wiping the slate clean. A fresh start. Rebuilding or breaking down false foundations so you can rebuild on something stronger. A lot of times the Tower comes in unexpectedly and shakes things up, and it happens unexpectedly to the point where we're thrown off balance in some way. So something happened with them. I also look at the Tower sometimes as a broken heart. Like something happened unexpectedly and it shook their world. It broke them down. Okay, a bad breakup possibly, or an argument sometimes with the Tower. Let's see what's on the heart. For them. Let's see what's on the heart for them in regards to your situation. Oh, okay. So this person is trying to release you, and I feel like because this is their heart and this is your heart, I feel like this person is trying to release you. Maybe it was a bad breakup. Maybe it was a difficult situation between you and them. Maybe they got a reality check in regards to the situation. And that's the Tower, okay? Like something, unforeseen circumstances or a mishap or an unfortunate event happened to break down the false foundation of what they believed the relationship was. And ever since, they've been trying to rebuild. I feel like their heart has been trying to rebuild themselves. And they've been trying to release the situation. Or maybe they're trying to release an ex. That ex might not even be you. That might be somebody else. But I'm feeling like they're trying to release this situation and rebuild themselves. Their heart wants a clean slate in some way. And I feel like you might be waiting for them to come back around. And you're hoping that divine timing, and in divine time, they will come back around. That's the vibe I'm getting. You're hoping that they will come back around, and they're trying their hardest to forget you, to release you, and rebuild. But I don't think they're having such a good time of it, to be honest. It says the time has come to clear your energy. Yes, the Tower would definitely clear the energy, right? It would release you of things that no longer serve you. Part of me wonders if this could be a situation where the roles are reversed. Like here, you're trying to release this person. You've gotten your reality check with the Tower. They might be hoping you come back around to them. That's a possibility too. But let's see what's on your mind. Like I said in the last two readings, you know, head and heart don't always agree. So the mind might be saying something different. The heart might be saying something else entirely. All right. So that's a conflict between head and heart in your own self versus the relationship. So let's get one card for the mind. All right. So 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. There was definitely a loss here. Okay. Your mind is probably saying, you know, you feel left out in the cold, or they left you out in the cold. Sometimes the 5 of Pentacles can speak of abandonment. You feel like maybe they abandoned you, maybe they ghosted you, rejected you. Like you're feeling, you could be feeling rejected, or your mind is telling you they rejected me. Like it's almost like your heart wants to wait for them to come back around. But logically, you know that they might have hurt you. Okay? Or there was a loss, or you lost them. Or you felt their rejection. Okay? So it's like you feel, I don't know, there's some kind of abandonment or breakup or loss or rejection. And you see that. You acknowledge that. But part of you is hoping they would come to their senses. Like they might have abandoned you. Or you might have abandoned them. But part of you is still hoping that they would come back around. Okay, let's get another card for the mind. Getting to know each other. Okay. It says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bonds deepen. Maybe you were just getting to know each other. And then something happened where, I don't know why I'm hearing like disappear, or they left or abandoned you or something like that. Because this card here does look like it's definitely experienced some kind of loss or lack, right? I don't know why I'm hearing like, oh, we had a good thing going and then something went downhill. Like they abandoned you. You were just in the stages of getting to know each other, I feel, or not just getting to know each other, but almost like, it says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, the bond was there. It was deepening. And then suddenly they left. Or something happened to take them out of your life. Let's get a card for their mind. What's on their mind right now in regards to this connection? Page of Cups. A message. So this is also Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, so let me kind of like clear this up in my head, because honestly, I feel like the universe might have taken them out of your life. You're hoping that they come back. I say take them out of your life. I feel like they left. They abandoned you in some way in the midst of just getting to know you. The bond was getting deeper. It was growing. And then out of nowhere, they ghosted. That's what I'm hearing from this. Your mind knows this, but your heart secretly wants them to, for whatever reason, come back around. Like you wish they would. Secretly, right? And you know that like there's some kind of timing issue. Maybe the timing was off. Okay, bad timing in regards to this person being in your life. I feel like they're trying to release something, whether that be an ex. Maybe they left because there was an ex in their life. Okay, maybe their ex was still on their heart. Maybe there was somebody else still occupying their heart space, and maybe that's why they left or abandoned the situation, because they were still trying to heal from a previous relationship. Okay, maybe they were trying to rebuild themselves. That's why the Tower is here. All right. But here in the mind, it's almost like the Page of Cups wants to deliver a message of love. Right? They want to express themselves. And the Page of Cups also speaks of surprises. All right? So I'm feeling like they're trying to heal from something. They're trying to rebuild from something, or rebuild from the shock of something. At the same time, they wish they could express how they feel. Okay, so I'm going to grab one more card of the Romance Angels for their mind. Very soon. Whew. Okay. Yeah, I think there's somebody who might deliver a message to you or contact you, and it says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I feel like, I don't know, part of me feels like they left you, they ghosted you, but they weren't able to forget you. I feel like something happened that triggered them with this Tower. In the midst of getting to know you, in the midst of deepening the bond, they just up and left. Like I said, this card comes in and it literally will take things out of your life unexpectedly and also bring things into your life unexpectedly. Something shifted, something changed. I feel like something took them by surprise in the heart space. Right? Sometimes the Tower with that lightning bolt usually represents love at first sight. Sometimes that can scare people, okay? Or the love that they experience can scare them and make them run away. And I don't know why I'm feeling like they abandoned you, but it was because they were afraid. They were afraid. And they've been trying to release, I feel like either, there's two scenarios I could see with this in the heart space. They were either trying to release an ex, they didn't have space for something new with you, or they abandoned you because they realized that there was this affection and they didn't know what to do with it. Okay? Some people run from love because they're afraid of feeling it. Once they realize what it is, they run from it. Something might have shook them up, taken them by surprise, shocked them with this Tower. And they've been trying to release you ever since they left. I don't think they were able to get over you. I feel like they might have left you, abandoned you, or ghosted you, but they haven't in the heart been able to really let you go. And here in the mind, it's like their mind wants to reach out with this Page of Cups, because that is a card of messages. It wants to reach out. They want to contact you, right? They want to tell them that the heart is still available and open. They want to have the, I don't know why I'm hearing, they have the courage to contact you. They want to have the courage to do it and surprise you with a message, okay? But they can't decide what it is that they want, because it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. It's almost like they need to make up their mind. Okay? They need to make up their mind. And bear with me while I plug in my phone, because it needs charge or I won't be able to finish this video. So I'm getting the sense that they really need to consider what it is that they want to do. I don't know why, I feel like they're fighting with themselves in regards to the connection, okay? It's like they want to reach out, but they don't know how to reach out. And they're deciding whether they should or not. They feel like they want to soon. They feel like they want to reach out. They want to offer this cup. They want to tell you how they feel. Maybe they want to say that they haven't been able to forget you. Maybe they want to apologize for the way they abandoned the situation. Maybe you're secretly waiting that they would come back, hoping that they would come back. But there was something, some kind of trauma or drama or something that happened here that made them do this with this Five of Pentacles. I feel like the Five of Pentacles is missing them here. Like, the reality is, though, and your mind acknowledges this, the reality is that they abandoned the situation in some way and left you feeling lost and like, what happened? But I think what made them do that was whatever was the situation with this Tower energy. I think reality hit them. And they got scared and chose to abandon the situation. So let me get clarification on your heart. Why is this Wheel of Fortune and Worth Waiting card here? Heartbroken. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost. And I said that with that Five of Pentacles, grieving and mourning. So yeah, they kind of like I said, the Wheel of Fortune will bring people in and out of your life unexpectedly. I feel like you still secretly wish that they would come back in some way, even though you were heartbroken by their departure. Okay? Yeah, you were definitely hurt and sad that they left. Alright, so let's get a card for their heart. Why is the Release Your Ex and the Tower here in their heart space? Passion. There was an insane chemistry. You liked each other equally. Like I said, I felt like they ran from the connection, okay? Like I said, when some people realize that they love somebody, they get scared, they freeze up and they run from it. So there was definitely this love or this passion here, this insane chemistry, but I don't think they were ever able to forget you. And that's why they've been trying to release you and rebuild. And like I said, they had this sudden realization about what the connection was, and they, instead of nurturing it, they ran from it. Okay? So if any of you who picked this pile in your mind were questioning the connection, it wasn't in your head. Okay, there were bonds that were created there between you. And when they left, you did feel rejection. You did feel lost. You were heartbroken. But it wasn't one-sided. Okay, if you were wondering if it was mutual, it was. Because it says it here, you like each other equally, and that's on their side. So there was a mutual connection here. It wasn't all in your head, okay? Because this is the mind. Like I said, you were questioning the abandonment. Why did they leave? You know, that kind of thing. All right, so let's get one more card for clarification on the mind for you. Engagement ring, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Okay. That could be a literal engagement, or I don't know if somebody broke off the engagement. You know, that could have been the situation too. But there was this partnership, there was this union, okay? There was a commitment there. There was some kind of like it's a bond, okay? As the card says. There was a bond that was created between you. You know, and a ring is a symbol of, you know, a completion, a connection, no beginning, no end. So, and you have a circle here with the engagement ring. You also have the circle of the Wheel of Fortune. And it's just making me think of how it's a cycle. Like, you can't easily get out of a circle, right? Especially when there's no beginning, there's no end, there's no opening. I don't know, and part of me is thinking that it's a vicious cycle. You haven't been able to forget each other. So let's get one card for the mind, okay? To clarify his or her mind space of the other person that you're dealing with. This is very soon, and the Page of Cups. So let's get clarification on your person's mind. Your person is thinking they want to reach out and soon, but they're trying to come to that conclusion, like as far as what to do. And I feel like they know it's going to come as a surprise to you with that Page of Cups. And maybe that's why they're struggling to decide, because they don't know how you would take that. Mirror. Look at that. You guys mirrored each other. And that's probably why they ran. Okay, reflecting old wounds or our wounds and introspection. So they're trying to understand. Okay, part of me is hearing that they're looking back on the connection and trying to understand it. Okay, there was a lot of mirroring of one another. And maybe that's the conflict, them trying to, in the mind, they're conflicted with whether they want to reach out or not, because there was a lot of this dynamic here. Okay? But if anything, they're doing a lot of introspection as well, and that's why the mirror is here. And that's why it's saying they need to decide what they're going to do, and soon. If they're going to reach out, they got to come to that conclusion on their own. But I feel like they're doing a lot of introspection. They're thinking they want to reach out to you. But they've been doing a lot of thinking, introspection, reflecting. And I don't think that they've come to the decision yet. But they know they have to decide something soon. That if they're going to decide, they better decide it soon. But they haven't been able to forget you. Not with that Release Your Ex and the Tower and the Passion card. They haven't been able to forget you. They abandoned you in some way. They ghosted in some way. In the midst of forming a deep bond with you. Somehow something shifted and they left your life and it hurt you. There was a separation there between you. But secretly, despite the fact that they left, you still have these feelings for them. You still maybe in some way wish they would come back. But I feel like part of them left the connection because there was a lot of crap that they were experiencing with this Tower. part of it was they felt the connection, it was strong, and they ran from it, but they ran from it not realizing that they wouldn't be able to forget you because it was a sincere connection. There was this insane chemistry, and you can't forget that easily. But I feel like something happened, something occurred that suddenly made them run. Okay, something occurred that made them run. Maybe they weren't ready for it. But you did like each other equally, so it wasn't one-sided. If they ghosted you and they left, they abandoned you, it wasn't a one-sided situation. They were scared of it, I think. I think you guys mirrored each other too much, and that might have been what messed with their head a bit. As well as the chemistry. But they've been trying to rebuild, and it doesn't look like they've been successful. It was too much too soon, I feel, with the Tower energy. It says, that flew out for you. I'll accept it. It says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone instead of placing your focus on another. Now is the time to give to yourself. So yeah, I mean, you don't need to sit around and wait for them. I feel like they'll make up their mind and they'll come around when the time feels right. In the meantime, give yourself the love and attention you need and shift the focus off of them for your own well-being. I think that's what it's saying. But they're considering it with that Page of Cups card. I think they're considering coming back around, but they're just doing a lot of self-reflection right now. And maybe that's what they're doing as well. They're taking a step back to focus on themselves as well in the midst of the separation. Okay? And they can't heal if they're in your presence. You know what I'm saying? There's some stuff that they need to work on with that Tower. So it's almost best that they keep their distance so they can heal enough that they eventually can come forward with that Page of Cups in the very soon card. It says, do something new, something different. Yeah. Take a step back and do something new, do something different. Put your focus on something else. I can see how that relates. Yeah. Go do something else, like distract yourself from the situation, from the fact that there is a separation right now. Distract yourself from that, because eventually when they come to their senses, they will come back around. They will deliver a message. They will tell you how they feel. But I don't think they've been able to forget you. Okay? So it says, ever notice how it's easier to fall in love and to be fallen in love with when you're busy? Thank goodness I'm you, the universe. Huh. I'm not quite sure where they're going with that. Maybe you guys could let me know. But I do like the idea that it's saying distract yourself. Go do something else for now. Something else that makes you feel better or feel good in the midst of, you know, this separation. So number 3, people, I hope this did connect for you. If it does, please do let me know in the comment section down below. You can always check out my description box. I have my Etsy page, my Twitter. I also have my Instagram there. If you want to support this channel, please feel free to check out my Etsy page to purchase a personal reading should you need one. I also have handmade crystal jewelry that I make, so you can always check that out as well. So much love and blessings to everybody watching. I'll see you soon. Keep shining. Bye-bye.